good afternoon, good evening, Jar of Marble dwellers and Jar of Marble curious. My name is Linda and this is Jar of Marbles.
And I'm Bob.
It's good to see you, Bob.
I know.
Today, I'd like to talk a little bit about doozies, from broken to brilliant. I know it can be difficult, but we have all had to understand that not everything you lose is meant to be replaced.
Heavy man, but yeah, true.
Some things are meant to be released so you can finally move forward.
But we don't understand that till it's all behind us usually, eh?
Well, yes, so we can all say that perhaps there were times we have held on to a hope, a person, people, memories and situations for longer than perhaps we should have. Not because they were right for me, but because I was afraid of letting go, for example, afraid of the unknown, afraid of starting over, afraid of what life might look like without what I was so used to.
But that's not hope, eh?
Hashtag doozies, from broken to brilliant. But holding on to something can be debilitating, limiting, and when something no longer serves you, it doesn't protect you, does it?
But there's often a dozen stories like doozies before we get to the realisation that it no longer serves you, yeah?
Yeah, there's usually a few doozies. The doozies, the experiences that break you open while you're still in that, part where you're trying to work out why, what. Some experiences, they don't just hurt, do they? They flatten you. They knock you for a six, leave you levelled.
Impact-driven damage.
Yes, feels like your structure that made you has buckled, collapsed.
Imploded.
Yeah, exactly, all caved in. They arrive without permission and leave destruction behind. The death of someone you love, betrayal by people you trusted.
Yeah, all of that and more.
Well, there is more. Serious illness, financial collapse, addiction, divorce, failure, trauma, abandonment, gambling, loss of purpose, or years spent fighting battles nobody else can see.
So much choice.
These are the doozies.
An applause?
Well, you did it.
Yeah, someone out there needs to know we're behind them, yeah?
Yeah, you're right there, Bob. The experiences that seem to spit you out and then just leave you to rot. Sometimes
I sit quietly and wonder why I'm not in a mental asylum. Then I take a look around at everyone and go, yeah, well, maybe I am. Yeah.
So when you're in the middle of one, the world keeps moving, doesn't it, while your own life feels frozen. People tell you that you'll get through it. But those words can sound hollow when every day feels like survival.
As far as you'll get through it goes, this is a hideous thing to say. You'll get through.
It is?
Yeah, it means nothing. It's assuming so much.
Oftentimes we don't know what to say. The truth is that some experiences change you permanently, don't they? The goal is not always to become who you were before. I don't even know if it is a goal, but sometimes the goal is learning how to become someone new.
When people suck the life out of you, they should take some fat too.
Yes, at least be reasonably useful.
Yeah.
So one of the hardest parts is accepting that recovery is really a straight line. Many people expect healing to feel like a steady climb upward. In reality, it often feels like 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. You might have a good week and then suddenly be overwhelmed by grief, anger, fear or hopelessness. This doesn't mean you're failing, it means you're human.
I admire people that get angry but stay classy. Once I lose my shit, it's like open mic night at the trap house.
Oh well.
Yeah, that's what I think too, yeah.
So along the way you may experience things that feel alarming but are often normal responses to difficult circumstances.
Yeah, right.
Hashtag doozies, from broken to brilliant. Exhaustion that sleep doesn't seem to fix. Difficulty concentrating, loss of motivation,
Yeah, this makes sense, yeah.
Emotional numbness, sudden waves of sadness,
Anger.
yeah, feeling disconnected from other people, questioning your identity,
And your purpose.
yes, comparing your recovery to everyone else's, moments of hope followed by,
Moments of despair.
yeah, it could just be one or two or those things, or the lot. None of it is easy.
Yeah, people who say they don't have time for my bullshit need to learn to manage their time better. Wake up an hour early, I say.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Bob.
Yeah, well, that's why I said it, yeah.
So many people also discover something unexpected. The pain isn't always the hardest part. The uncertainty is.
Oh, yeah, felt like a broke dunny solid as, yeah.
Not knowing how long the struggle will last, we've got to learn to get past needing to be knowing that no one knows, and that in itself can turn into quite a big problem. And not knowing whether life will ever feel meaningful again, of course it will, but not knowing who you'll be when it's over.
The absolute game changer. It will all pass. It will all behind you one day. That's a fact.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I think so.
Because it will be. Life moves on. Yet this is often where growth begins. And yet the shite you've had to plough through is in fact when the growth starts. It's forced upon you, so to speak. When you're going through really tough times, whether it's your fault or not, the hardest thing to realise is that the situation or even the person who caused it may have done you the biggest favour of your life.
Even if they're as mad as a cut snake.
Even if they're as mad as a cut snake. Hashtag doozies from broken to brilliant. Discomfort has a way of forcing action. It gets you out of your seat.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It pushes you to stop putting things off, to cross your T's and dot your I's and finally take care of the things you've been meaning to do.
Or get to things you didn't know you need to.
Well, yeah, all of it, that's true. You start getting your business in order. You become more focused, more disciplined and more intentional. The pressure that once felt like it was breaking you slowly becomes a force that's building you.
Oh, yeah. I love it.
Me too. Good. So sometimes you gotta spit the old dummy.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, or they'll spit the dummy and point the finger, dumb stuff. Growth really comes from comfort.
Yeah, so they say, yeah.
Comes from the moments that challenge you, test you, and demand more from you than you thought you had.
Truth.
Looking back, you'll often realise that what felt like the worst thing to happen was actually the turning point that got you to where you were always meant to be.
Oh, yeah, I like that. I like everything today.
I noticed. So sometimes your greatest setback is really the beginning of your greatest comeback.
Oh, you little ripper. Yeah.
Oh, lovely. So growth doesn't usually arrive as inspiration.
No, more like a kick in the guts.
It can arrive disguised as persistence. It looks like getting out of bed when you don't want to.
Oh, yeah.
Making one phone call, taking one walk, going to one appointment, surviving one more day.
How do I get a hurricane named after me? I'm in a disaster my whole life. I feel I meet the requirements.
Don't know. Small acts repeated over time become evidence that you are still here. Eventually, something starts to change.
I think wearing 2 different deodorants is a brilliant idea. One under each armpit. But that's just my 2 cents. 2 cents. Yeah.
So the memories may still hurt, but they no longer dominate every moment or any moment.
Too easy.
The grief may still exist, but it becomes something you carry rather than something that carries you. The fear may still visit, but it just no longer owns you.
I don't drink on my lunch break because the last thing I need is extra confidence to tell people exactly what I think.
Good planning there, Bob.
Yeah, I thought so, yeah.
So you begin to notice pieces of yourself returning, a laugh that feels genuine, a moment of peace, a future you can imagine, a reason to keep going.
Woke up today and decided that if anyone tries to bring a bubbly attitude into my orbit before noon, they will be met with immediate, unfiltered, petty sarcasm.
You go, Bob.
Oh, no, Bob, go, all right, yeah.
So what is normal after a life-altering experience is not perfection. It's adaptation.
Oh, yes, adaptation. Adaptation? Adaption. Oh, look, yeah, adaptation. We'll go with that, all right.
Some days you'll feel strong. Some days you'll feel broken. And some days you'll feel both at the same time.
Yeah, so true.
The people who make it through the doozies are not necessarily the strongest, smartest or toughest. They're often the ones who keep moving, however slowly, despite having every reason to quit.
Best friends don't ask why you need a concrete block and heavy-duty rope. They just ask if the lake is deep enough.
And whose car we're going to take.
Yeah.
So the greatest misconception about resilience is that resilient people don't fall apart. They do, but the difference is that eventually they begin putting themselves back together.
And then watch out, dwellers, yeah.
Not into the person they were before, but into someone who has learned that pain can wound deeply without having the final say.
Yeah.
The doozies can leave scars, they can change your plans, they can break your heart, but they do not get to decide the rest of your story. That part will always belong to you, and that is a little bit wonderful.
My job has taught me that someone can have all the degrees in the world and still not possess a single molecule of common sense.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
Growth really arrives with clarity or comfort.
Yeah, we know that.
More often it begins in the quiet, difficult moment when you decide to let go of something that once felt essential, something familiar, something safe, something you thought you needed to hold on to.
My goal in life is to piss off at least one person today. So far, I'm about 7 years ahead of schedule.
Yeah, I think I can retire at this point in time. It doesn't always make sense, at the time, does it? In fact, it usually doesn't.
Yeah, that's true.
You question yourself, you replay memories, you wonder if you're making a mistake. There's a pull to stay where you are, to cling to what you know, even if it's heavy, even if it's hurting you.
I don't want to adult anymore. I don't even want a human. I want a goat. Just eat all day and headbutt anyone who annoys me.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
But growth asks for something different. It asks for trust, the kind that doesn't rely on guarantees, the kind that believes there is something lighter, something fuller waiting on the other side of release.
It's letting go, not giving the monkeys anymore, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, Bob. Letting go is not a clean or graceful act. It can feel like loss before it feels like freedom.
Yeah, right.
It can feel like breaking before it feels like becoming. Part of you resists, tightening its grip, whispering that holding on to it is safer than stepping into the unknown.
I hate it when I'm having a sugar craving and someone tells me to eat an apple because an apple doesn't taste like a red velvet cupcake, loser.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hashtag doozies from broken to brilliant. And still, there comes a moment, a small powerful shift where you choose to release it anyway. Not because it's easy, not because it's clear, but because somewhere deep within you recognise that carrying it forward will cost you more than leaving it behind.
And you get to be you.
Correct, Bob.
And they get to remain who they are.
Yeah, winning. That moment is where growth begins. It begins in the ache of surrender, in the courage to loosen your grip, in the willingness to sit with uncertainty and trust that you are not losing yourself. You're making space for who you are becoming, and that is pretty wonderful.
Yeah, it is.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, hold on, it's me. I've never seen an alcohol company using a drunk person for any advertising. Are they ashamed of their customers?
I know. Good thought. So, very, very slowly, at first the weight lifts, your breath deepens, your step feels lighter. You realise that what you released was not holding you together, it was holding you back. And like so many others in life, we can't control what's happening in spots, so challenge yourself to control the way you respond to what's happening.
That's where your power lies, isn't it?
Yes, it is, Bob. And in choosing to let go, even when it hurt, even when it didn't make sense, you gave yourself something far greater.
Aging is realising your body keeps receipts for everything you did in your 20s. It's true, isn't it?
A little bit, yeah. So, all of this gives you the chance to grow into someone unburdened, someone open, someone ready, someone wanting to live, someone free. And every now and then life just throws us a real doozy. Sometimes it's something we never saw coming.
It occurs to me that some people were not put here to evolve.
You think?
Yeah, they're here to remind you what it looks like if you don't.
That's so true. Yeah. So other times it's a situation that suddenly becomes much harder than we ever imagined that it ever needed to be. We call it a doozy because it shakes us, it tests us and asks more of us than we think we can give. And here's the good news.
I don't know who's writing my story, but they've got to throw me a win somewhere or put the blinking pen down. I need a break.
Don't worry, Bob. All your wins are here. Promise. Yeah, so every doozy carries the possibility of a new beginning.
And you gotta love that.
Oh, I do. When one chapter closes or life forces us out of our comfort zone, a new life starts calling.
Gen X is wild. We survived lead paint, no seatbelts, secondhand smoke, and now we're injured by sleeping wrong.
It's an invitation to grow, to rebuild, to become stronger, wiser, and more determined than maybe we've ever been before.
More switched on, more awake to it all.
Yeah, the road won't always be easy, but that's where resilience is built. That's where confidence is earned. That's where we discover what we're truly capable of.
So in a way, it's easier because you know it'll pass and you'll just keep living your life.
Well, yeah. So when life throws you a doozy, don't believe it's the end of your story. It may just be the moment everything begins to change. A new life is calling.
Yoo-hoo!
And boy, oh boy, we're going for it. #doozies, from broken to brilliant. So, Dweller, leaving broken, becoming brilliant?
Yes.
There comes a moment when you realise that surviving is no longer enough. You've carried the weight of disappointment, betrayal, fear, rejection, loss, and every story that convinced you to settle for less than you deserve. You've learnt how to endure, but now it's time to learn how to rise.
This is the tea. Bring it on. Apparently, what's up and mates is not an acceptable way to greet your co-workers in the morning.
What's wrong with people? They're just so uptight. Broken to brilliant is not about pretending the pain never happened. It's about refusing to let the pain write the rest of your story, and that's easy. This is the story of reclaiming yourself.
Oh yeah, reclaim.
We've all lived through a story or 20 that make us stop in our tracks. Some will stay there for eternity.
Let them.
Others know that these moments have changed us. Moments that questioned our strength. Moments that made us wonder if we ever feel like ourselves again.
Today we should choose peace, patience and emotional stability. Just kidding, bite me, buttercup.
Had me there. You had me fooled.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Life begins unexpected chapters. Heartbreak, loss, failure, disappointment, rejection, uncertainty and change. Sometimes they arrive one at a time.
Just to be extra special.
Sometimes they come all at once. In those moments, it can feel as though everything you thought you knew has been turned upside down. But here's the truth. We make it. We make it. Not because the road is easy, but because we're stronger than we realise.
Always stronger.
We adapt, we heal, we learn, we rebuild, and eventually we discover that what once felt like the end was quietly preparing us for a new beginning.
Oh yeah, there she goes.
That's right. So every challenge leaves behind a lesson.
I feel uncomfortable around tall people. What if they want to lick my head?
Yes, what if? It's a good question.
Yes, right, yeah.
So every setback reveals a strength we didn't know we possessed. How true is that, though? Every chapter, even the painful ones, becomes part of the story that shapes our resilience.
Again, take a gander, say true.
Thriving doesn't mean life has been perfect. It means you've refused to let your circumstances have the final say, and that is a fact. We have but one life, and it'll be enjoyed till it's no more. No matter what you faced, no matter how many times you've had to start over, you are still here.
I'm awake and ready to be a problem. Good morning. Yeah. Also, sometimes I wonder what happened to the people who asked me for directions.
Me too.
Yeah.
Still growing, still becoming, still capable of creating a life filled with purpose, joy, and possibility.
I like the word possibility. It gets me gizzards going.
It can be difficult to see how much life offers you when you're constantly for what still needs fixing.
There it is. You're allowed to be here without fixing anything. Like it?
Yes, your story is not defined by the moments that tried to break you.
Yeah, got it.
It's defined by the courage to keep going, to love your life, have fun. And if you're good at having fun, you're always going to have a good life. Because no matter what life places in front of us, we rise, we make it, and we thrive.
I bought a little bag of air today. The company made it. Was so kind. They actually put some potato chips in it as well.
How thoughtful.
And I thought, yeah.
So as you move through these, days of your life, expect to challenge the beliefs that kept you small.
Or uninformed. Yep, none of that.
Expect to confront the patterns that quietly repeated themselves for years.
Confront. Yes.
Expect to discover that your greatest strength has never been avoiding hardship, It has been your ability to transform because of it.
Oh, yeah. Ain't that the truth?
And yes, it is. It is. The most powerful decision you will ever make is deciding that certain things end with you. The cycle of accepting less than you deserve ends with you. The cycle of self-doubt ends with you.
Yeah, with you. I get it. Do you, Bob, though?
Do you, Bob? Do you get it, though? The cycle of silence ends
With you.
and the cycle of fear making your decision
Ends with you.
just as the cycle of giving away your power ends with you. Every time you refuse to repeat what once broke you, you create space for something greater.
A big old space. I've noticed that I never run into the people I've cut off. That's the biggest sign the universe agreed with my decision.
Amen. You build confidence where insecurity once lived. You build peace where chaos once ruled. And that is real power.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, because brilliance isn't perfection. It isn't having a life free from struggle. Brilliance is becoming someone who no longer abandons themselves to keep others comfortable.
No can do. Raise your hand if you also need a little pause from life and its stress, a little vino, $5 million, a flat stomach in your own island.
Oh, yes, please. Hand up. Sounds good. Yeah. It is choosing healing your habits, growth over fear, and purpose over excuses. Getting serious, apply a ton of discipline and make it all happen.
Discipline's a thing, isn't it?
Yes, it is. You're not becoming someone else. You're becoming the person you were always meant to be before the world told you who you had to be.
Yeah, I like that, I do. So what are our expectations moving forward then?
Well, expect to walk away with clearer vision. Expect stronger boundaries. Expect deeper self-respect.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
It's imperative. Then you don't put up with people's rubbish. Develop and continue to deepen your self-respect. Expect the courage to choose differently. Expect the confidence to say no without guilt and yes without fear. Expect to recognise your worth without waiting for someone else to confirm it. Most of all, expect to leave knowing that your past may have shaped you, but it no longer defines you. The breaking was never the end. It was the beginning.
Of the brilliant part, yeah?
Yeah. And what comes next isn't survival. It is kind of rather brilliant because the greatest transformation doesn't happen when life stops challenging you. It happens when you decide that what once broke you will never again have that power to define, limit, or control who you become. This is your turning point. This is where the cycle ends, and this is where brilliance begins.
Oh yeah, that's it. I really love that.
Me too, Bob. And that's it. Surely not. Surely it's not, is it?
Yeah, I think you are ending it.
Yeah, I think it is. But you know what? We will be back next week. So, thank you for joining us. Say good day to the family for me. Give the British short hair a hug. And we'll see you next time, okay? Okay then. Bye.
Bye!